Good Morning Miramar, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m., right here, right now.
Good morning, Miramar. My name is Danielle Reales, Marketing Coordinator with the City of Miramar's Office of Marketing and Public Relations. Thank you all for tuning in today, Tuesday, January the 16th. I hope that all of you had a wonderful holiday yesterday, celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I know that we had a great time here at the City of Miramar with our parade and celebration. So thank you to all of you who came out yesterday for that event. Now today we're going to be joined by a few really great guests here on Good Morning Miramar. The first is Nicole Nikki Hing, who is a Miramar resident and known also as Chinese Nikki on the hit reality TV show VH1's Love and Hip Hop Miami. She is a wonderful community resident as well as an entrepreneur and fashion designer, so we're really excited about talking to her today. Then we will be joined by Chef Sharon of Blue Tree Cafe, who's here today to talk about the New Year, New You event happening this weekend at our Miramar Community Garden. Please remember that you can tune into this show live on Facebook and Periscope using the @City of Miramar handle. You can also download the TuneIn radio app and search It's Right Here in Miramar to listen live on the radio. Now, we also have ways to connect with us on social media, so if you'd like to make comments on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, just search @City of Miramar. The weather for today, Tuesday, January the 16th, is going to bring a mix of sun and clouds. The high temperature will be 72 degrees and the low will be 53, so we hope you enjoy that nice weather again today. Now, the City of Miramar is turning 63, and we want to know how you'd like to celebrate. Give us your ideas and your input, and you'll be entered to win a $50 gift card. The survey link will be provided via email, so if you're interested in participating in the survey, please email me at dreales@MiramarFL.gov. Now, the Florida Department of Transportation, District 4, is hosting 2 public meetings in preparation for the opening of the new 75 express lanes between Northwest 170th Street in Miami-Dade County and I-595 in Broward County. Constructions for these express lanes actually began August of 2014 and are anticipated to open to traffic in early 2018. These public meetings have been scheduled to provide interested parties with informative information regarding the express lanes and their use. The Florida Department of Transportation representatives will also be on site and present to answer any questions or concerns that attendees might have. Please note that the same information will be shared at both of the meetings, so you can come to one or the other. The first public meeting is going to actually take place today, January the 16th, at the Weston Branch Multipurpose Room located at 4205 Bonaventure Boulevard from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. The second meeting will take place tomorrow, Wednesday, January 17th, right here in Miramar at the Miramar Cultural Center from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. located at 2400 Civic Center Place. Now, the City of Miramar Social Services Department is inviting all of our adults 55 and older to take part in Fitness Fusion. This workout includes a fusion of cardio, strength training, and balance, as well as coordination and agility, all while listening to great upbeat music and rhythms. These classes are taking place Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and also from 3 to 4 p.m. at the City of Miramar Multi-Service Complex located at 6700 Miramar Parkway. For more information on how you can participate on that, please give us a call at 954-889-2723. The Miramar Cultural Center would like to invite each of you to Rhythms of Africa, Music from Around the World, which is actually brought to you by Willie Stewart, former member of Third World. This performance will feature vibrant musical ensembles composed of musicians and vocalists celebrating the rhythms of Africa that have been influenced by so many cultures around the world. Joining them on the stage will be a select group of students from Somerset Academy here in Miramar who will showcase their talents alongside their mentors. This event will take place this Saturday, January 29th, with 2 performances. The first will be at 3 and the second will be at 8 p.m. To purchase your tickets, please be sure to visit MiramarCulturalCenter.org. Now, the City of Miramar would also like to invite all of you to celebrate Black History Month with us. Join us on Saturday, February the 3rd from 6 to 9 p.m. for a celebration concert at the Miramar Cultural Center located at 2400 Civic Center Place. This concert will feature artists Case, Regina Bell, and Deep Fried Funk and will be hosted by Tamra G. Free ticket vouchers are available at the Miramar Cultural Center Arts Park box office, as well as you can get those at MiramarCulturalCenter.org. And for more information, please be sure to give us a call at 954-602-4500. Now, without further ado, I would like to reintroduce our very special guest, Nicole Hing. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. We're so excited to have you on Good Morning Miramar today. It was wonderful that your PR company reached out to us and really just put this together, and we're so excited to have you on the show. So as we were talking about during the break, the month of January, we've really been talking about reinventing yourself here on Good Morning Miramar and kind of how people can do that and really make that change in their lives. Before we get into a little bit more about that in regards to your story, I'd just like for you to tell our audience a little bit about who you are, where you come from, and just a little bit of your story.
Okay. So I am from Guyana, and I was born in Guyana, and I was brought to America when I was younger, 5, and I was raised in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I come from a Chinese and Black background, Portuguese as well.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm like really, I'm really West Indian,
Yes.
but just kind of like raised in New York. I went to school for fashion, and I worked at The Source, which is a magazine of publications, pretty big in the hip hop community.
Yeah.
And I was an assistant there, and then I went off to doing fashion, which is like my love. I went to FIT, and so my background is pretty much design and wardrobe styling. So that's like my passion. I love it, but I'm just like, I have my hand in so many different things.
Yes.
I also have a few nightclubs. And I started in the restaurant business maybe 8 years ago, and I loved it. So anything that was kind of like restaurant related, I got into it, and I loved it. It was like, it's my thing. I do it. I can do it with my eyes closed.
You do hospitality, entertainment, fashion, just really kind of everything, editorial work even.
Correct.
So
Correct.
That's really great because, I love, having guests like you on the show who are so well-rounded and have experiences from so many different walks of life. Now, you are on a hit reality show, VH1's Love and Hip Hop Miami, which is so exciting. Tell us about kind of how that opportunity came about and what's been your experience on the show so far.
Okay, so a girlfriend of mine was actually casted for the show. She is also a club owner, and Tamara, and she gave me a call one day and said that the producers are looking for a certain type of person, and well, actually 2 before the cast was already closed.
Oh wow!
And but they said that they just weren't. They needed 2 more people that had these type of personalities, boisterous. And funny, and was a boss, and she told them about me and my daughter.
Okay.
Who's like super beautiful.
Yes.
And they gave us a call. We sat down. We had an interview with them, and I gave them my story, and it's a pretty compelling story.
Yes.
So I guess that they thought that we'd be a perfect kind of a perfect 2 ensemble for the show. Yeah, it's and we look like sisters.
Yes. So I was looking at both of your Instagrams, and I was like, hold on, and like trying to see which one was your daughter and which one was you, because they really do look like sisters. You really do. Which compliments to you. You've kept yourself just so beautifully.
Thank you. I had them really young.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about that experience and kind of how you went from having a family so young and just becoming the successful entrepreneur that you are today, and kind of what that took growing up.
I'm going to start with God. because that was his plan, and my drive. You know, I pushed and pushed. So I was a mom at 14.
Okay.
And and then I had another one, really, you know, right after. And then right after. So I had 3 kids by the time I was 19. And then 4 by the time I was in my 20s.
Oh, wow.
It was hard. It was really hard because I had to go to school. I still had the dreams that I had before having kids. And I was determined to push through. And I did. And I think that by the time I was 21, I was already a mom for so long. And I was in school, and I was, you know, I was kind of getting the hang of all of it. And I just needed more. I felt like I had to prove to the people and to my family that I wasn't going to be what society thought I was going to be.
Absolutely.
And then when I started to, you know, accomplish the goals that I set forth, you know, to do, it became about proving to myself that I'm worth more than, you know,
than what people say.
Absolutely.
You should be. And, you know, just listening to that story, it goes to show you, I'm sure you had to grow up so fast. You know, at that age, you know, with so much responsibility on your plate, I can only imagine the type of work ethic that you had to have from such an early age, which I think contributes to a lot of your success now, because, you know, people don't just become successful entrepreneurs out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It takes a special type of person. And I always like to ask people like you, kind of, what's your morning routine like? Because we hear about the morning routine of successful people in the world. So tell us kind of what you do to set your day off on the right foot.
So I wake up at 6:50 every morning, and I have to get Nicholas off to school, which is, he's a pretty interesting kid too.
Yeah.
You know, I do manage my kids, by the way. So we have a routine. We get up in the morning, 6:50, you know, we get ourselves together, and I drop them off to school. I come back in, I juice, and I go for a run. That's about an hour. Come back in, and I do a little bit of weights for maybe about 15 minutes. And then I get on my computer, and I look at the things that are available, you know, in the business world, and then I answer emails. So right now, my daughter she's working on an EP, an album, and she's hosting everywhere. But now we're trying to switch roles from, you know, this beautiful model into an entertainer. So we're trying to get people to kind of recognize her as and respect her as an artist. So we're pulling her away from that. So everything's about image. So we're working on that all day. Then I have to kind of work on myself and my own
You do a lot.
Right. And then my 10-year-old is also dropping an EP. So this month I've been working on choreography. So we have the choreographers come over. He has a vocal coach. He also plays baseball. So I have to do all those things in a day.
Wow.
Yeah. So
you're like super mom, super boss lady.
All of my kids are in the entertainment business.
Okay, so you said you have 4 children. So kind of, are each of them dabbling in something a little bit different, or are they called kind of?
My oldest is a screenplay writer. He's been writing since a baby, 11, 12 years old. And right now, he entered a film into the Atlanta Film Festival and won.
That's amazing.
Amazing. And it was in 50 IMAX theaters and across the world.
That's incredible.
That's incredible. So and right now he works for Vaunt Films, and he's shoots the day in the life of Antonio Brown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So he lives in Pittsburgh, and I manage his career as well. I get him all his gigs. So we're going to South by South because he's entering another film.
That's amazing.
So I'm working on that as well. And then my youngest daughter, she has art in the Wynwood galleries, right? Actually, they just sold this past Art Basel. So she's a painter and she's a model, and
Just fabulous.
It's a lot.
Kids. So you do so much for your family, and we also talked about your business adventures. So you have a clothing line as well.
I do.
Talk to us a little bit about kind of your endeavors and what you're really passionate about.
Okay, so I started cloth maybe about 6 years ago. Mm-hmm. I've pretty much done wardrobe styling for everyone, and I got into designing by just being on set of one of my photo shoots, and just kind of got tired of the regular, pulling clothes from different, designers. And I took some paper from the backdrop and I just kind of created with some pins, made a gown. And I'm like, this is so easy. And I started doing it and just, more and more. And I just basically sat down one day and started sketching, and I designed. And, so then I said, you know what? Why don't I take that and put it into my own store along with other designers?
Right.
So then cloth was created.
And you're really curating this line.
Correct.
And you're catering to an audience that has similar tastes as you.
Exactly.
Which is super elegant.
Yes.
And really sophisticated. So I love that. I love that you're able to kind of bring that to the table as well. So, it's just so interesting, hearing all of that and, kind of where you've come from. Now, the show, Love and Hip Hop Miami, airs Mondays.
Yes.
On VH1. So it just aired yesterday, was the 3rd episode, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, is there anything special that you can tell us? Anything that, our audience should expect?
This season, I think that just my daughter and I being on there, it was kind of like right now I think they have us separated. Mm-hmm. They're not like really letting the audience know that I have a daughter that's, big in the entertainment business. And, I think that they kind of wanted to surprise the audience.
Okay.
Right.
So it'll be like that little twist.
Exactly.
In the show.
Exactly. So right now I'm just like really supporting a lot of my friends on the show. And we're not actually doing a whole lot in terms of showing our personality, because it's a new show, mm-hmm. and there's so many different storylines. So right now they're kind of like dibbling dabbling in everyone's
introducing
life. Exactly.
Each of the cast members.
Exactly.
So they can kind of get that taste, because it's still the beginning, but I think it's really long overdue to have something in Miami, because Miami has such a big influence on the hip hop community.
That it was like a fight between Houston and Miami.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yes. So they actually did a sizzle there, mm-hmm. and then a sizzle here. And I don't know how they did the ratings or how it even happened, but they ended up choosing Miami. Yeah, so that was interesting.
That's really interesting. And I wouldn't think Houston, but, Miami, of course.
Right. There's a lot of entertainers in Houston.
Okay.
Well, but we won.
Yes, we did win. Well, Nikki, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate having you here and, just sharing a little bit of your story with us.
Thank you.
And I think it was very encouraging to our audience as well. So I hope you have a great day. And remember, those of you who'd like to catch more of Nikki, please be sure to watch Love and Hip Hop Miami Mondays at 8 on VH1. And just shout out your social media handles if they want to follow you as well.
That is Chinese Nikki, Nicky. And that's on Instagram. And actually, I'm Chinese Nikki on Facebook, and I am Chinese Nikki on Twitter as well.
Yes. So follow her there, Chinese Nikki. Thank you again for being on the show.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we return, we're going to tell you all about a great event happening in Miramar this Saturday with our Miramar Community Garden. Stay tuned. Okay. Yay.
It's the year of entertainment in Miramar, as we reach for the stars to make Miramar the destination of choice for sports, theater, arts, and recreation. For a sports complex that has it all, the winner is Miramar's own Anson Sports Complex. 24 acres of action, a 400-meter Olympic qualifying track, and a stadium that seats over 5,000 spectators. It's a complete sports complex that has it all, and has played a leading role in making Miramar the sports center of the region. Next, for an exquisite landmark rich in green space for picnics, music under the stars, and even farmers markets, family gatherings, and outdoor festivals, the winner is Shirley Branca Memorial Park. It's a place to celebrate cultural heritage or even an end-of-summer block party. Shirley Branca Park is in Miramar's historic Eastern Corridor, which makes it a local celebrity and will see even more growth in the years to come. Ready for lights, cameras, action? When you're talking about entertainment, the winner is the Miramar Cultural Center, playing a starring role in Miramar and the whole South Florida area. It is located in the middle of Miramar's vibrant town center and is a place for music, theater, dance, and celebration. It draws audiences from all over to this fabulous state-of-the-art facility. They also come because of its regal appeal. Full-service 300-capacity banquet hall, an Anson Art Gallery and exhibit hall. With safe, affordable youth arts programs, the Miramar Cultural Center fosters and prepares tomorrow's rising stars. The Botanical Garden, adjacent to the Cultural Center, is right on a beautiful lake, with an incredible illuminated reflecting wall. Here, art mixes with nature for an award-winning experience. And the best of the best for world-class entertainment and fun, no surprise here, it's Miramar Regional Park, the region's premier destination, perfect for sports of all sorts. It wins a supporting role with baseball, football, and 172 acres of action. Did we say swimming? You will find an amazing heated ADA-compliant aquatic complex and pavilion that supports Miramar's outdoor lifestyle. And making its debut, a star in its own right, is the new Miramar Amphitheater at Regional Park. Here, under a massive canopy, 5,000 people can enjoy the Miramar Amp and all kinds of entertainment. 3,000 on removable seats, while another 2,000 can enjoy picnicking on the grassy apron and promenade area. What a great winning addition to the entertainment cast of Miramar. Concerts of all kinds, nationally renowned performers will find a great audience here, and a great place to showcase. It's easy to get to from Miami to Palm Beach, and draws from over 6.7 million people that will love coming here. It wins the latest and greatest award and will be a winner for the years to come, the Miramar Amphitheater at Regional Park. So you see, with 41 community and neighborhood parks, 2 aquatic centers and entertainment venues, Miramar shines bright. It's a great place for cultural arts, sports, entertainment, and fun to support a year-round lifestyle. And in this year of entertainment, it's easy to see that the star for sports, theater, arts, and recreation is all right here in Miramar.
Good morning, Miramar. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in again to the second portion of today's show. Now, I have Chef Sharon here this morning. She is with Blue Tree Cafe, and Chef Sharon's very special to us here in the city of Miramar because not only is she a Miramar resident and Miramar business owner, but she is also a member of our Miramar Community Garden. So, Chef Sharon, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Now, tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
Well, I've been a resident of the beautiful city of Miramar for 20 years. I graduated from Sheridan Technical Culinary Program after I was forced into retirement. My company name is Blue Tree Cafe. I'm a catering company, and I cater parties, luncheons, both private and nonprofit. I'm also a certified minority women's business enterprise, which is a MWBE. I'm also approved small disadvantaged business with the SDB.
Oh, wow. So that's fantastic. So you really kind of changed careers.
I changed careers later on in life. I always had a passion for cooking, and my family used to always, rave about my cooking. And I was like, it's just food. But after I was forced into retirement, I decided that I would go back to school. So when I went to culinary school, the chefs
was also raving about my cooking. So I was like, well, maybe I got something here. So that's when I started the Blue Tree Cafe.
The Blue Tree Cafe. So what kind of cuisine are you specializing in, or do you do a little bit of everything?
I do a little bit of everything, but my main focus is freshness. Locally grown, definitely no cans. I do everything from scratch if possible. And I try to more on the healthy side, but I do once in a while,
Do something a little bit more decadent.
Sinful. yes.
Now, and that's great. And I love how you contribute the freshness into your food, because that's really what our Miramar Community Garden's all about, really about that locally sourced, fresh ingredients that you don't fly in from Chile or something,
Yes.
A lot of the stuff you get at the grocery store can be a little bit, processed and things like that.
And you don't know how much organic is organic. But I fell in love with the garden. I was invited to do an event last year, which was disco soup.
Yes.
But I had already previously visited the garden, but I just kind of peeped in. And I saw all the greeneries, and I saw the plants, and it was full of butterflies. And I was like, what is that? So when I was invited to the pop-up, to the disco soup, I was very, very intrigued, because there was so many people there of all ages. We had the community to actually prep for the chefs, and we made the soup there. We had young people that were getting plants for the very first time. They were excited about the basil, the little thyme plants. They were, the miniatures that they were receiving, and just to know some of the healthy properties about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how you got introduced to the garden.
That's how I got introduced to the garden. Like I said, I fell in love with it, and I knew I had to join. So the first opportunity I got, I joined.
Wonderful. Now there's an event this Saturday that you're co-hosting.
Yes, I will be.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I will be preparing a dish, and I'm going to teach everyone how to take that dish from cold to warm to a complete meal. We're also gonna, the event is sponsored. It's called New Year, New You. It's sponsored by Baptist Health, and we're going to have a registered dietitian there, and she's going to let you know all the properties of the ingredients that I'm going to be using.
Yes, and that's actually Lucette Damales, who was here on our show a couple months back, talk about another event sponsored by Baptist. So it's so wonderful that they're partnering with us again.
Yes.
With our community garden.
Yes.
So that event is located, it's going to be at the community garden.
It's going to be at the community garden at Fairway Park. It's going to be this Saturday at 11 o'clock to 1.
Okay.
Yes. And we're going to have some treats. We're going to do yoga there. You're also going to get a little sneak preview of my teas that I make. I made for you a lemongrass tea, and I'm going to be giving out recipes. So if you want to know those secret recipes that I have that are very tasty and nutritional for you, you'll come.
Yeah, so I'm inviting everyone to come out, and you get just introduced to our community garden. If you're interested in locally produced vegetables, definitely come out and participate in that. Now, this lemongrass tea, is this going to be sampled at the event?
We're going to have samples there, and I'm going to have several other teas there also. And I just want the community to know, you don't have to be a member. You can volunteer, or you could just visit us when we have these events, and they're absolutely free.
Yes. So we encourage all of you to be there this Saturday, 11 to 1, our Miramar Community Garden, located at Fairway Park right here in Miramar. As you can see, I really enjoyed the tea because it's almost done. It was definitely much needed and warm and delicious. So thank you, Chef Sharon, so much for being here this morning.
And I thank you as well.
Yes, and thank you for participating in this event. And if you'd like to know more, you can visit Miramar Community Garden on Facebook or Instagram for more information on that. Thank you again for tuning in to this segment of Good Morning Miramar. Remember, we are live every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Have a great day, and remember, it's right here in Miramar.